Welcome back to episode 24.
I can't believe it, Carly.
I can't either.
23? No, that was last week, you idiot.
And now it's 24.
Roll the intro, Carl.
Couple of issues.
It's like that episode. That show 24.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Jack something? There's a lot of people,
What?
a lot of 24 stands mad at me. His name's Jack something.
Oh, I've never watched it.
I don't know.
I just know the name of it. Well, welcome back to Couple of Issues. My name is Carly Incontro.
My name is Bruce Wigner, and together we are a couple of issues, and you are the koi pond.
New listeners, what?
Yeah.
Who am I? I'm Coy.
Nip it in the butt. We'll talk about it right off the bat. Koi is not spelled C-O-I, but we spell it C-O-I here. Google says, did you mean? You say, fuck you,
Nope.
Google.
I sure didn't. Google.
But it's a
Google
koi pond.
sucks. I'm just kidding.
What? No,
I just go on
she
a
didn't
random
mean that.
Google.
She didn't mean that.
No, Google is like the only
I mute your
search
mic
engine
the rest of the show.
Literally
Everything we're using in here is like Google.
I know. You overdub me with your voice the whole episode.
Google's the best thing that's ever happened since sliced bread. We had quite a week. It's been quite a week.
Basically, a scary fall week.
Scary fall.
Scary
Ooh, fall
and
like
fall.
autumn.
Yes.
I think meant like we fell.
We fell 7 times this week.
Scary fall, but also there was some magic and love around us.
It's also kind of scary, isn't it?
That is scary. That is true. So I think we talked about it on the podcast that we were going to the Warner Brothers backlot. Whoa, was that great?
It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was so worth the however much money we
So
spent.
worth.
So worth it. It was very interactive.
There's like a bunch of different houses. It's like on the backlot, which is already cool. Like I'm obsessed with backlots. Like we do the Universal Studios tour a lot. And just knowing like big movies are made there is really cool.
It has like a vibe to it.
Yeah.
I think. Just like being on the backlot. It's like, oh my God, I'm a famous star.
A lot of energy. Cool. But yeah, there's like 4 houses and or
There's
3
houses. And then there was like a
lake.
A lake
Crystal
you
Lake.
get taken to on a cart.
And then you like walk around. So
Yeah.
it's pretty terrifying. But I will say it was freaking rad.
Yeah, it was really cool. And I loved it because every house was like sort of interactive at some parts.
It was completely interactive.
Yeah,
I felt
and
like
it
the whole
just
time.
felt like it just it was so
The Pennywise was so good.
Oh
just
my
gonna say.
God, I know.
Convinced it was Garrett Watts, but you know what? I
Well, we
need to
won't
DM
know.
him and ask him about it.
Yeah.
No, but he just had Garrett's like,
Oh,
happiness.
for sure. And Garrett dressed up as Pennywise for a video.
maybe
once.
that's why I think that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like he wasn't as tall as Garrett.
True.
But it was so fun. And they also had a ride. It was like a random carnival-ish ride where you like...
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, it's what are those called? They're called... There's those things that like shoot up and come back down, and that's all it does. And it's like
Well, it
people
didn't even
are
shoot
sitting
up.
around.
You
No,
guys
I know.
slowly went up.
I was gonna say, but this one's like way shorter, obviously. But it was still really high when you're on the ride, and
Yeah.
it goes up really slow, and then you just fall, and it almost falls all the way down, like all the way down to the ground.
She's skipping the part. So we went with a bunch of our friends or a couple of our friends. And so me and my buddy Austin, who goes by AK, we're talking to everybody. And you guys had said, I think you brought it up. You're like, oh yeah, one of the cables snapped up and like cut someone's leg off.
Mhm.
And then the rest of them are like, let's do it. And me and Austin are like, no.
I know.
They just set this thing up. Like, I don't trust this.
I
don't
sat
know.
down on it, and I was like, I don't want to be on this anymore, but I like, can't get up now.
You
And I
guys said
like,
it was way
shaking.
higher than you expected.
It was so high when you're on it.
Yeah.
I was like, when is this done? And then there's no like tension moment. It just goes all the way up really slow and then just falls. It's not like you're sitting there.
funny.
We were like, oh, this is it? Okay.
Yeah, no,
Love that.
I don't know. I love rides. I love Disneyland. I love Universal. I love all that stuff. But Six Flags, I don't know. Just something about like when you like a pop up like carnival and
Yeah.
stuff. It freaks me out.
No, I agree.
I
don't
think
know why.
Shane Dawson ruined it for me.
Yeah, same.
With all of his conspiracies and
Like,
stuff.
you don't think about how like those are literally on trucks and then they're moved somewhere and they're set up and who knows who's putting it together. Like, I'm sure obviously there's like rules,
Yeah.
but like, are people checking on it every couple hours? Like, I don't know.
I'm sure there, like at Warner, I'm sure there's so many like safety precautions.
Yeah, you're right.
But at the same time, you know, for the carnivals, on that sense, like you going down like a bumpy road, like there's some bumpy roads around here. A boat is gonna come loose. And then what are
Oh,
you
I
going to
know.
do? Go buy a new bolt? No, it's a specific bolt.
Yeah, it is.
And you're just going to roll with it.
That's how much you're thinking about it. Like, it's
Yeah.
probably a specific
It's
bolt
a specific bolt
that they won't
with
have
a specific
at Walmart.
product number.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Walmart. But speaking of spooky things, we also went to an escape room. We're obsessed with
We did
escape
2.
rooms. We did 2, yeah.
Yesterday.
Liza got us obsessed. So
Yeah.
we went with Liza and a bunch of our friends. And it was really fun. That second one, we didn't get to finish, but usually when you do escape rooms and if you don't get out in time, they're like, okay, do you want to know where you went wrong? And we're like, well, no, we want to come back. There was
Yeah.
like 4 rooms.
Yeah. What's the one that we went to? Hollywood.
It was in Hollywood.
Escape Hotel.
Escape Hotel.
And it's so cool
sick.
because even when you walk in, it's like decked out. It's literally a hotel, and it looks
Yeah.
like there's people to check you in. And
Little
take your luggage.
bellhoppers, spoopy bellhops.
Spoopy. And it's like right on Hollywood Boulevard, so it's already kind of scary.
Yeah.
when you go in. It was cool. That one we also got blindfolded and handcuffed, but it wasn't as
Well,
bad as.
you don't need to.
Well,
tell them
they tell you that before you go in.
Yeah, no.
So, but that one was fun. We did 2. It's funny because every time we do one, we're like, we gotta do another.
Yeah, it's so great. Got obsessed real quick.
I love them.
So I have a question for you.
What's up?
Carly, well, shout out. First, we have to shout out to TJ and Aaron.
Yes.
Carly shares a channel with Aaron Guilfoy, and her now fiance are engaged. They got engaged in Ireland.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's the truth. They got engaged. She gonna get married. I don't know when, but
They gonna get married.
I don't know all the
Shotgun
details.
wedding, what?
What?
In Ireland though, yeah, that's
So cool. And I don't think she wasn't expecting it. She had no idea.
Yeah.
And they travel a lot. Like, they go to different countries quite often.
Yeah.
So I feel like she literally was just like, another trip.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
And
crazy.
he was like, psych. Oh, I'm sure he was probably, I would be so nervous.
Oh my
Like,
God.
You have to travel with it on the plane. Don't lose it. You got to go here with it. Don't
Yeah.
lose it. Like,
How do you carry it around without her seeing?
yeah, especially through the,
They're like, what is
wow,
yeah.
I sound so dumb right now. I was about to say
TSA?
FDA. Yeah, TSA.
They're like, what is this? Can we open it? He's like, okay.
Yeah. Be like, don't show her.
Yeah,
But
so crazy. I'm so happy for them, though. It's
It's
so,
so
cool.
cool.
Yeah. They're
But-
just,
the reason I was going to bring that up, so congrats to them. But she's in Ireland for like 2 weeks. So you guys pre-filmed like a ton of videos for your
Yes.
channel.
yes.
But you had last week off and you have this week off.
yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because you
feels pretty good.
film like every day.
Yeah, I'm not like I need to be filming. Like I'm totally enjoying having 2 weeks to just like do whatever I want. Not that we don't do whatever we want anyways,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it doesn't feel like there's like a deadline for something. I don't know. I'd feel great. Like usually when I was living at home and I wouldn't work for a week at Target, I'd be like, what am I doing with my time? Like I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
what I'm
what I
doing.
wondered, yeah,
But I don't
that's
know. I
interesting.
feel like it's still because I'm still doing the same things. I'm still going to Zane's. I'm still hanging out with David. I'm still like doing all these things, but I'm just not filming.
Yeah.
Like with Aaron.
That's interesting.
So it doesn't feel any. I mean, it's kind of nice. Like I wake up and I'm like, I can do whatever I want today. But then
Yeah.
it kind of gets old after a couple
Yeah.
days. I'm like, now what?
That's
But,
what I was wondering. Like, is it this week? Well, we're going to go to Disneyland this week. I'm
yeah.
excited about.
No, because we're doing the Streamies tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then we're doing Disneyland Tuesday. No, I'm just like embracing it. And it's not like, it's funny to say that because it's not like I have weeks off. I work so hard. But like,
no,
you
guys
don't have to
You
do
guys-
anything.
you guys
I know,
work
but
your
I'm
ass
thinking of
off.
all the people who have like 9 to 5s that are like, I need time off, but I don't
No,
have
I
time.
know, but you're allowed to. It's your life.
You're
You're allowed to
right.
embrace it and
It's
enjoy it.
not-
It's now or never.
I am enjoying
You ain't gonna
it.
live forever. I just want to live while
Watch
I'm
Pitch Watch Out,
alive.
maybe
Is that
I
the
will.
line?
I just
It's
want
my
to. That's the
life.
lyrics. I want to live while I'm alive.
That's a great line. I just want to live while I'm alive. Get it? Like I just want to live. Like live.
Oh, then
I don't
okay.
even know if that's it. I'm just making it up.
I
Sorry,
know.
Jovi.
We're just making everything up.
But I also got pulled over. So we can talk about that for a second.
Oh yeah.
So-
that was fun.
Sorry, I'm looking up Bon Jovi. It's my life.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing? Are you looking up your story of how you got pulled over?
It's my life, and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my
All right,
life.
Bon Jovi.
My heart is like an open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. That's funny. Anyways, so if found out in my life when I really think about something or if I ask for something in the universe, it usually happens and I have to be really careful about what I ask for. And the one thing that happened was apparently, so in California, you get your car registered. It's supposed to last a year. For some reason, I got it registered in December. They were like, no, we'll just give you to July. So I was like, cool, awesome. I'm going to forget, which I did.
Yep.
And so now it's been 6 months. July, August,
Yeah,
September, October.
7.
No, 3.
Since July.
Yeah. August, September,
Oh,
October.
sorry. I was
It's 3
thinking of
months.
when you got it registered to when it
No,
expired.
no.
I was like, 3.
It's been 3 months. So I said to Carly, I was like, oh, I just got a letter in the mail, so I got to get it. Like, I'm like way late on registering it, but I literally thought it was December. I haven't even looked at the back of my license plate. So I said to her, I was like, watch, now that it's on my mind, I'm going to get pulled over. And I freaking got pulled over that night.
Yep.
It was so weird.
time.
There's cops behind me, and she's like, there's no way they're pulling you over. They have more things to do.
No, they didn't. I think they just were afraid you were drunk or something.
And what did I do?
Cried.
I cried.
Kidding,
No, I didn't cry. I was really calm. I usually freak out in those situations, even though I've done
I was
nothing
there.
wrong. I guess too, because there's a cop that scared the shit out of you.
Well, yeah, I didn't know he was there, and I was like, oh
Passenger
my
side.
God. So I did get
But-
scared, but
Yeah,
You know,
I was
good
just
time.
calm. I was cool.
cool, calm, and collected, Bruce. We stand.
We stand a cool, calm, collected. Guys,
What else do we stand, Bruce?
you know what we stand?
What do we stand?
Is
Is the cop pulling us over again, or okay? I'm stressed.
No, it's the alarm for guys. We got an advertisement. Woo! And I bet you're wondering who it's from.
Well, you're gonna find out.
Thank you to Robinhood for sponsoring us. Shout out Robinhood. Robinhood, what is it? I'll tell you. It's an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, options, and crypto, all commission free, which is great. You don't have to give anybody a commission. They strive to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy. So everybody in the koi pond, I'm sure there's some rich people in the koi pond. Your koi leaders are not
Not
rich. Until Robinhood was involved. No, I'm kidding. It's a non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers to invest for the first time with true confidence. No commission fees, like I said. That's amazing. So other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, but Robinhood doesn't charge commission fees. Trade stocks, and you keep all of your profits, which is huge. It's easy to understand. Charts and market data. Place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. So what I really liked was when I was going through, I could look at the actual news of the stocks that I was going to invest. So I was like, okay, cool. Where am I going to put my money? It's so exciting.
Yeah, you're like,
oh my
what?
God, this
Yeah.
is so cool. So I could go through and be like, okay, so they just post this out. You know what? I don't think that's the best. Or then you see another news article. And then on top of that, you can see analyst ratings and people also bought. So it's almost like,
Like,
you know,
I could
people
do that
also
too.
watch this, but it's
Yeah.
like people also bought this. And I love that. Robinhood is giving our listeners a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at issues.robinhood.com. That's issues, issues.robinhood.com. Thank you, Robinhood.
Thanks, Robin Hood.
Koi Stan. Woo!
And we stand to them.
We stand them. So last week we asked people to send emails. Getting back to originally what our emails started as was unprofessional advice.
Mhm.
So you guys send us in emails of things going on in your life, and we talk about them.
And we talk about it.
And I would love to do that. But I will say before we get into that, send us. So next week's going to be like the Halloween episode.
Yeah, basically. And it's going to be special.
You're going to want to watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch
That's what I'm saying. You're
it.
going to want to listen. It'll be great, but you're going to want to watch too. The Koi leaders have come up with it. We've devised a plan. So we want to know any like spooky. It doesn't have to be Halloween stories, but anything where it's like paranormal.
Demonic.
I mean, let's be careful.
Could be, angels,
Um,
demonic.
Angels
or-
are demonic.
I really am so interested in paranormal stories, but I
Like ghost stories?
never want to experience one.
I know. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
You don't have any?
I don't have any. Thank God. I think it's because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
I know David talked about this on their podcast, and I laughed out loud for like 20 minutes because I feel the
Saying
same
what?
way. He was like saying how nonchalant somebody was talking about how they see this one ghost all the
Oh,
time.
and how does that not screw up your life?
And he's like, if I saw a ghost, I wouldn't sleep for a year.
Yeah, that's funny.
But like, same. Like, what do you mean you
True.
saw a ghost?
Yeah.
And it's just in your room randomly when you wake up in the middle of the night? Like, what are you talking about? How is that? Do you believe in that stuff?
I 100% believe in that stuff.
I think you told this story before about your ex and like, yeah, you did. About your ex and like her grandpa that opened your door. That was dead.
Oh.
That was a ghost.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, that passed.
Wow, rub it in. Grandpa died. Rest in peace.
Not yours, hers.
No, that was mine.
Oh, it was yours.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting it mixed up.
It was
Okay.
it was when I was on tour and I had like found out that day my grandpa was died. And I
sorry.
thought I saw him like in
Yeah.
the doorway.
Oh,
Did I tell him on the podcast?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure.
I feel like that's every podcast. I'm like, I don't know if I told this
I
one.
know. We've done
so
a
we
lot
met
now.
on a dating app.
Yeah. Do you guys know the story?
You guys know this.
Do you know who we are?
I guess to get the ball rolling on it so we can get the stories, if you send them to coupleofissuespodcast@gmail.com. But I will tell one. I'm going to skip ahead and just kind of, you know what? It's not really I definitely haven't told the story on the podcast, but I believe, you're asking me if I believe in that stuff. So this isn't a spooky story, but I do believe in that and communicating, and Carly's mom got a medium, and which are supposed to communicate from the other side.
Psychic medium.
Psychic
I don't know
medium.
if they're different, but that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. And maybe more people can roast me in the comments about how I just screwed that up. But
drag him, all you psychic mediums out there.
but it was insane. It was really, really intense and really, really specific to me. It was like all of her family. I was meeting everybody for the first time except for
like
her
extended
parents.
family and stuff.
And the medium's like, somebody here, like they were going through like other people, and then at some point they're like, somebody here has like a serious stomach issue. And I was like, okay, that's me, but maybe somebody else here does too. And her cousin raises her hand, and I was like, oh, see, it's like probably just our cousin. And she's like, I had bad tacos. And they're like, no, this is like all of your life.
Earlier. Me.
Yeah. No, but then she was like, no, this is like permanent. And I was like, okay, well, this is me. And it comes through, and it was like I don't know if I can really talk about it, but it was insane. It was really, really intense.
It was so specific, and so like literally nothing me or like any of my family would have known for her to know. And it's not like it was on Facebook anywhere. Like it was just information that was so crazy. I don't think I would do that again.
Really?
It really gives me the bad vibes. I don't know why.
Oh,
it really
interesting.
scares me. Like I don't like that. I don't like mentalist stuff. Like we did a mentalist thing with lies. Like I didn't like that.
I think that the mentalist stuff is more, that's almost like magic tricks.
Yeah, I agree. It's not as spooky. But I was scared before. I was like, I don't want to, oh, frick. Like, I don't want to ever see a psychic. Like, maybe if somebody I was really close with died and like a year later, I was like, I want to see if this is like, I don't know, maybe that would be healing or something.
Well,
but
that
like,
was the reason I wanted to. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So you liked it.
Yeah.
And you would do it again. Yeah. I don't know. Just creeps me out. I think it's more of like, I feel like we're not supposed to be able to do that or something.
Oh, weird.
If it's real. I mean, I think that it is, but.
I was like sweating the whole time though.
I know.
And your brother like recorded it, so like I like listened back to like all the questions and everything. It was pretty insane.
You know what's weird? I don't know if I've ever told you this, but my parents did it a couple years ago before we were dating. And
did a medium? Psychic medium?
Yeah, with my family, but I wasn't home. I obviously was living in LA, and the medium was like, "Does someone here have there's a young person here that has just quit their job and like started working for themselves."
Which would have been you.
It was me, because I just quit working at Target and like I was doing social media. I was just doing like Vine. This was right before Aaron and I started doing YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I want that person to know that by the end of next year, like everything will be taken care of. Like everything will work out. And so my mom told me that, and I was like, or they said she's worried about money. And I just want her to know by the end of next year, like everything will work out. Like she'll know everything will work out. And by that time we were like into vlogging. Like we were making more than our rent's worth of YouTube money and branding. Like it was just so weird. Yeah. So my mom told me that, and I was like, okay. Like, and at the same time, like my cousin had just started doing photography full time. So I was like, maybe it was her, but it was like way too specific to not be her. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Which
so
I guess
cool.
if you're a pessimist, or a skeptic, that's the word I'm thinking of. You could easily just be like, yeah, that's a gamble. It's 50%.
Yeah, you know? Of course. Yeah. But
pretty crazy that it came true.
One. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was the same lady who read you.
Yeah, she was pretty intense.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do?
What do you want to do?
I want to find out what's going on in people's lives in the koi pond and give our unprofessional advice on that.
So, if you guys want to email us, I don't know if we told you guys yet.
We did, but let's tell you again. coupleofissuespodcast@gmail.com. Next week, we want your spooky kind of stories. If it's ghost stuff, it's
demonic.
Hauntings, whatever.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to read this one first because this is kind of like from our last podcast. And if you guys didn't hear it or watch it, this girl was saying how she started seeing this guy. She went back to this guy's house and she noticed all these pictures on the wall of him and another girl, and they looked super coupley.
But it was his sister?
But he said it was his sister.
Yeah.
And so we were like, that's weird. I don't know if I believe that or not. So somebody emailed and said the same exact thing happened to her. And, okay, I'll say this at the end. So she goes.
It? Oh, yeah. I have so many questions.
Okay. So it was my summer before freshman year of college, and I started seeing this guy who went to a high school the town over from me. Social media wasn't super big back then, so I didn't creep him prior to hanging out. We had hung out a few times, and I decided to look him up on Facebook. That's where it gets weird. I see not only photos of him with this same girl, there were entire albums of him and this girl that were added extremely recently. We had tons of mutual friends, and so I knew he was single. I was so confused, so I dug a little deeper and saw it was his sister. I obviously was pretty weirded out, but one of our friends ensured it wasn't creepy or anything. They're just best friends, so I continued to see him and not be a judgmental asshole. But I went to visit him at his college and stay over for the weekend. His sister was also visiting, which was fine. We met a few times and got along, so I was just trying to keep an open mind until we went to sleep, and he asked if I could sleep on the couch. What? I thought he just didn't want his sister to think we were going to town in there. Understandable. But then she walked into his room. Curious, I went in to get a sweatshirt, and she was sleeping in the same bed with him. He literally kicked me out of his bed so he could sleep with his sister. I'm talking sharing a blanket nestled up together, kind of sleeping. That was just too weird for me. I just sit through his football game with her, I just sit through his football game with her the entire next day, which was so awkward until I went back home, and then I broke it off because I was too busy with school.
Yeah.
Fast forward, she got married not too long ago, and he was her man of honor. Her man of honor. And no one could tell if he or her husband were the groom in the photos. Oh, that's funny. That's so weird. Okay, also she attached pictures, but obviously she said we can't show them.
Yeah, don't show them.
Obviously, but the pictures of them together are like...
You'll get my reaction on it.
Yeah, okay, this one's like maybe...
That's normal.
This one's a little weird. They're like very close.
Well, his hand placement's a little weird.
Yeah. This one's normal, and then this one. That's like...
Front-facing hug?
And his hand is on her hip.
That's like what you would take when you were like 4 years old and you're like, oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
It's brother and sister. But like when they look 21 there. And they're like front to front hugging.
Why were they sleeping in the same
Like he's
bed?
got his hands like dangerously near her butt. I'm just going to say
this looks like they're a couple for sure.
Oh, I'd be like, oh, that's a really cute couple.
This is a couple of issues if I've ever seen one.
That's really funny.
Like that's like weird. Also, is this like Iowa or something? Because the background,
for sure.
I know.
Well, you don't need to out them, you know.
Sorry.
You don't need to out the background.
You're right. But I don't know, man. They slept in the same bed. They kicked her out so they could sleep in the same bed. What?
That's so weird.
I wish that experience happened to me so I could like tell that story though. Like that's ridiculous.
Like I'm so close with my cousin. Like she's like one of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so weird. If I was
Yeah.
like, hey, you got to sleep on the couch. And then you were like, why is Lexi in your bed? Like,
It would make
Lexi's probably listening right
no
now. Like,
sense.
that's fucking so weird.
Yeah, that would make no sense. I feel
Yeah.
like maybe some siblings are like stuck mentally somewhere when they were young. Maybe it's like a traumatic experience from their
Oh,
parents, but
damn,
like
I
they're
didn't think
so
about that.
close.
Well, that just got dark.
Yeah, I'm like the therapist on Shane's series.
No, I like that. That's smart.
Yeah, but like
I
they're
never
so close
I
and they
didn't even
never.
think about that. You're
yeah,
right.
they never matured or something, and
Yeah.
like they're secure to each other, and like obviously it's. I'm
Whoa.
hoping it's not sexual, but it's like
Yeah, you're right.
It's
no,
like,
you're right.
we did this when we were 5. Why
Why are
can't
we
do it
being
now?
judgmental? Maybe they're just, maybe we're just jealous. We didn't have
I am
closer
jealous.
siblings.
Ew.
Me and my brother are just
You and
laying
your
in bed
brother,
together.
Yeah, you kick your
Carly,
girlfriend
get out. Me and my brother nestled together.
I'm like, all right, this is fine.
So weird.
I'm gonna get a good night's sleep by myself on the couch.
I want to get to another email, but I hear another noise.
What is that?
Is it a? Is that another advertisement?
Guys, we're coming in hot. We're
Coming
coming
in
in
hot.
this week. And this advertisement is all about me, which I love.
Okay.
I love it all about me.
I love it all about you too. You deserve this.
Thank you. I
We
know.
stand.
Okay. So this one is sponsored by Lola. What is Lola, you ask? I know you have a lot of questions, Bruce.
I do.
Okay. Well, Lola is a company founded by females for females. They offer a line of organic cotton tampons, pads, liners, and all-natural cleansing wipes. The whole shebang for that time of the month.
Whole shebang.
Really. Yeah. Everything I need that time of the month. Lola is a subscription-based product letting you fully customize your mix of feminine products like the number of boxes, frequency of delivery, and mix of absorbency, which is amazing.
Really smart.
Yeah, as a girl, that's incredible. They offer pads, liners, and both BPA-free plastic applicator or environmentally non-applicator tampons.
Ooh.
It's good for you. Which is really nice because the FDA does not require normal feminine product brands to disclose lists of ingredients in their feminine care products.
Shady.
So most of them don't do it.
Shady. Not meaning to throw shade, but shady.
Yeah, that's shady. So with Lola, it's nice to know what you're using. And Lola is very transparent. So thank you, Lola. Their cleansing wipes are also safe to use on any part of your body. You can use it on your face, Bruce, if you want.
Thank you.
They are biodegradable, all natural, and gynecologist approved, and they're hypoallergenic. So that's
huge.
Sick. Yeah. And I love them because they're very discreet. They're great for pockets, bags.
Great for pockets.
Great for pockets. And they're delivered right to your door. So if you don't want your boyfriend having to run out at 1 a.m., you don't have to because they're already with you.
Not that I don't mind. It's just once a month. But it does make it a little easier on me that I get to sleep in.
Well, you're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome
you.
for Lola.
Thanks, Lola.
But yeah, they just feel good, and you know what you're getting, and it doesn't feel like you're putting toxic things in your body. Really, big fan. So for 40% off all subscriptions, visit mylola.com and enter COI when you subscribe. That is mylola.com and enter COI when you subscribe. Thank you, Lola.
Shout out,
Thank you for your
Lola.
product, Lola.
Dang. Shall we do another email? That's email in the code.
Oh my God, I just opened the email and it was the picture of the brother and sister.
It's your background.
It's my background now. No. Oh, here it is. Okay.
And I mean, I just will say that there are a lot of like brothers and sisters that are close. And it's not weird.
Of course. I love that this is like the topic of this podcast now.
I know. But it's just like, I mean, I feel like if I were a brother and sister, I'd be like, well, I've like hugged, like, they didn't see the pictures we saw.
No.
Do
And if
you
you
know
guys
what I
saw
mean?
the pictures you saw, you would be like, I just saw some shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. No, it's weird. You know what's, I remember like hanging out at my neighbor's house when I was really little, and we were all like literally 7.
Yeah.
And I felt like
literally
7. And I feel like the brother and sister were way too close. Like, I got the same vibe, and they would like go off into rooms together. And like,
Okay, what?
yeah, but like obviously it was probably just playing or something. It was probably just
Jeez.
I'm really passionate about this story.
I'm passionate about this story.
So they would go off and just like be brother and sister. No, I don't know. I just got like a weird vibe from them.
Interesting.
Yeah, but maybe
Maybe they're
if-
just going to talk shit on you.
probably honestly. I like hang out with them now and I see pictures like these people.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
okay, I was right. This one I really wanted to read to you because this just like I feel like encompasses Bruce a little bit.
I'm scared.
It's just like funny and something that would probably happen to you. Maybe back in the day.
Maybe it did. Maybe this is my email.
Maybe it is. Something that like would have happened to you maybe 10 years ago. I don't know.
Okay. I'm down.
Okay, so I'm gonna see. Okay. So this girl, her name her name's Brittany. We can say her name.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. We love you.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey.
Why are you messing with me? Is a boy on your mind? Is a boy in the corner? Are you
What's that?
alone? That band Forever the Sickest Kids.
Oh.
So why are you messing with me? I don't know. I'm making up words.
Oh my God, I can't stop coughing. Do you want to read this one?
Yeah.
It might be funny.
I don't know what it is.
It might be funny if you read it, and I need to drink water. I'm sorry.
I love you guys. You're hilarious. Thank you. I smoke weed like 5 times a month, but this experience with edibles was so weird. No story with edibles is ever like, I did edibles.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah, no.
It's always like, so here's my weird story with edibles. It was my first time trying them, let alone first time ever buying anything weed related. Why do I feel like I've read this before?
I don't know. You haven't.
I was living with a couple of roommates and they just wanted to do something fun, so I jokingly said, let's try edibles, so we did. Long story short, I'm having like crazy
Wait.
deja vu right now. Long
Oh,
story
no,
short,
this is the right one.
long story short, I bought 50 bags of sour gummy bears and there were 3 of us. I was driving
50
without my
bags?
license.
Was
and
it
we got-
$100 million?
Yeah, what the hell? I was driving without my license and we got pulled over with the 50 bags of gummies. 50 bags of gummies.
That sounds very excessive. Because usually edibles are kind of, I mean, it was probably like $30 a bag.
I freaked out and I'd already ate a whole bag. There were like 20 gummies in the bag. Isn't like one gummy like deadly?
Yeah. Yes.
The cop asked for my license. I looked at the cop and asked him to turn the light down because I couldn't hear. Yes, I mean here. So like they just got this bright light on you and just being like, "Can you turn the light down? I don't understand what you're saying."
I can't hear you.
Luckily, the cop let us go because my roommate said she was drunk and I was their only hope. But whoa, after that night, I've been sticking to just smoking. No more edibles for me. That's really funny. Wait, did you ever tell that story? Tell that story about your friend
Which one?
at the drive-thru. Wait, there's two. There's
What?
two. There's the one coming home.
What's that?
Somebody's knocking. Is that because we're too loud?
I feel like someone was. I literally heard them pounding like an hour ago.
Yeah, it's true.
We'll just talk quieter, I guess. Sorry, guys.
That's so weird.
It is kind of late.
But
Wait, what?
you had two stories. You had one where it was your friend was at a drive-thru window and didn't even wait for the order.
What? Are you sure this was me?
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh no, this is a Tumblr post.
Oh, damn it. I like had that in my head.
No.
That was your friend. And what was the other one? The other one was your friend came home like super high and you're
Oh my god, yeah. Me and Aaron have a friend Joey. We like met him on Vine forever ago, but he was in high school and he got really drunk and really high, I guess. And obviously that's illegal at that age.
Mhm.
And he gets home really late, like middle of the night, and his mom goes, "Joey, where have you been?" And he's like so messed up. He just like his eyes are really open. He goes, "Good, you." That story is so funny to me.
Yeah, it's
the one that
hilarious.
he was talking about, the Tumblr post, it just, I don't know if it'll be funny saying it. It's really funny seeing the
Yeah.
post, but it just says like Taco Bell employee, "Hi, welcome to me, Crunchwrap Supreme." So
That is
funny.
Yeah, let's do another.
Let's do another. Oh, this one's really sweet.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
Are you ready to cry? Don't cry. Should we just be loud? Fuck you guys. I feel like it's weird because the stairs are. I sounded like it was over there, and the stairwell
No, it
is
sounded like it was right above or right below. Don't worry about it. We're
whatever.
good.
Okay. I just wanted to shoot you a message to to let you know that The Weekend Riot's new song "Better Off This Way" has been on repeat since I listened to your latest podcast. To make a really long story short, my best friend stopped talking to me suddenly with no warning or explanation. We are nearing the 1 month mark of no contact, and I have been an insane mess. I am beginning to think that she may never speak to me again, and to make matters worse, that will mean that I never know what it is that I did. Anyways, I listened to Better Off This Way, and after a month of sadness and depression, the song sparked something in me that allowed me to begin the healing process. Obviously, the story applies directly to Bruce, but Carly, hear this too when I say this. As creators, you have the power to affect change in the lives of people you will never even get to meet. It is such an incredible torch to carry. Be who you are unapologetically, and continue to create content that brings about change in the world and in the lives of your followers and subscribers. Prescribers, she also said. I love you guys. Thank you so much. So sweet. It's also really sad. Have you talked to your friend about this?
No, it's really sad.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? Like, literally your song helped
Just
them.
you don't realize.
I
you
know. It's so true.
That's really cool.
So true.
That's really cool.
You don't realize any of that.
It's just interesting because like you go and you can look at numbers and be like, okay, this many streams or this many views on a video. And
Yeah.
you're just like,
It's not like,
well, we only see the comments.
yeah.
You don't know like people listening to this podcast right now. Like we don't know. Like for us, listening to podcasts are our escape. You know what I mean? Or
mhm.
watching like funny YouTube videos. Like I watch Impractical Jokers. That's like my escape.
All the
Because
time.
it's just like funny to watch those compilations because I just laugh.
yeah.
And it's like you forget that like she's saying like we're contributing to that, which is really interesting. I'm not saying, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like, I don't know. It's just cool to
Yeah.
hear something like that. That was really cool.
I know. It's
Um,
awesome. Well, it's true, though.
I'm
Like, you
glad
don't
that
really, like,
Can
it's
help.
not, yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It's not tangible, though, when you're, like, especially a YouTuber. Like, I feel like music might be different, but, like, playing for people and you see them, like,
Yeah.
react. But, like,
Until you play a show, though, you don't know.
yeah, exactly. It's, like, the same thing, then, probably, as, like, being a YouTuber. Because, like, you don't really, yeah, you see the views and the comments and stuff, but then when people come up to you when you're out and they're like, oh, my gosh, I watch your videos, or, you know, I
Yeah.
love your song, it helped me, or whatever. It's like, oh, you're a person.
Yeah, you're
like,
real.
it's so weird. It's such a weird perspective that, like,
No, it's,
I would have never even thought was a thing.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I suppose that's maybe what it feels like too. Somebody who blows up overnight being like a huge actor. Like Jennifer Lawrence when she did Hunger Games. She said
True.
like the next day she was like, she didn't say it this way, but she literally turned into like an A-list celebrity the next day.
Yeah.
And people were stopping her in paparazzi and people were outside her house. And she was
You don't
like,
have time to adjust.
what? Like I was literally just going to the store yesterday. Not that
So
art were
crazy.
like that, but it's like the same kind of thing where you don't realize how many people like see you and enjoy it and appreciate it, I guess.
It's just, that's cool. I really, yeah, I'm glad. I don't know. You write songs from personal experience. I write songs from personal experience, so it's just cool that anybody could connect. Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how to act. Cool.
You don't know how to act.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, so I have one more, and this
Cool.
one's interesting. Okay? It's interesting. I don't really know how to feel or how to. Well, I'll just read it first. So she goes, I'm in a really weird
It's a lengthy
situation.
one. Sorry.
I'm in a really weird situation with my roommate right now. We have been friends and a part of the same friend group for a while, pretty much the whole time we've been in college, around 4 years. This is the first time living with him, and something suspicious has started happening. He started by leaving in the evening with his backpack and coming back later at night. So I asked him what he was up to after this happened a couple of nights, and he said he was working on a group project, which makes sense. But lately, it's turned into him spending the night wherever he's going and sometimes not taking his backpack. I got really suspicious this past weekend because he did it 3 nights in a row, and one of the nights he was pretty drunk and he left, so definitely not schoolwork. The main thing I worry about is that he's in a serious long-distance relationship, and because we're a part of the same friend group, I'm friends with his girlfriend too. As a girl in a serious long-distance relationship, I would want to know if my boyfriend was frequently not spending the night at home. I don't think it's my place to tell her because I don't really know what's going on, but I've asked some of our other guy friends, and they think it's suspicious too. I'm not sure if I should confront him or if he would be more willing to confide in his male friends, or if all of us are invading his privacy. Either way, it's been really tough for me to just sit back and watch him leave regularly to spend the night somewhere else. Dang. Interesting.
That's a loaded email.
Yeah.
Because there's so many questions. One is they're living together, right?
Yes.
So if you're going to confront him, I don't know. It's almost like you almost have that backup plan of like, what's going to happen if he moves out? Like if this like becomes something, he becomes
Explodes or
so
something.
defensive
Yeah,
about
you're
it.
right.
Even if it's,
Oh,
even
yeah.
if he's cheating, there's a good chance, even more so, that he's going to be really defensive
Yeah.
and not want to
For
be
sure.
caught as a bad guy. So he's going to want to like, fuck you, find another place to live. Or he's going to be like, I'm going to find another place to live.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're wrong or something, I don't know. Don't know the guy.
Yeah.
But I do think it's like I would confront him before talking to the girlfriend.
Really? Oh, yeah, I guess, because you're, like, living with him.
Yeah, because you have to show at least that respect of like, hey, I live with you, so I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. But like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Might be an invasion of privacy, but at the same time, it's like
But you live there.
You live there. It's like kind of your right to know too. Like you're gone. Like I'm like worried or whatever it is, because I'm sure that is like if you're leaving here drunk, like where are you going?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I would, if I was in that position, I'd be like, hey, just, because, like, I'm friends with your girlfriend, too, and it's just kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, why did you leave drunk without your backpack? Like, if something's going on, tell me. No, I don't know.
Or be super shady and like tweet at him, be like, "LOL, you just left drunk again."
Yeah. So she sees it.
Yeah. But
Without your backpack, in parentheses.
that's funny.
Not clickbait.
Not clickbait. But I don't know. I mean, maybe ask his girlfriend or tell
That
his
was my
girlfriend.
first
like,
instinct. If you're friends with her, to be like, hey, not to be like weird, but I've just noticed this. Like, do you know where he's
oh,
going?
that's true.
But then if it backfires, he could get really mad and you live with him, and that's really bad too.
But what's the backfire?
Him being like, fuck you, and moving
I'm
out.
going to fucking science class, you bitch.
Yeah.
Like that's not a bad backfire.
Well, no, I'm saying like if she says that to the girlfriend, and then she says that to him, and he's like, why did you tell her? Like, I was leaving. Like, how dare you like make her think I'm cheating? I'm moving out when he's really actually cheating. I don't know. I could just see
Yeah.
someone like flipping like that.
True.
So
That's a tough one. I don't know. I would definitely at least bring it up to him, or like you said, bring it up to like maybe a guy that's closer to him, just to kind of get like the inside scoop, so you can know like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he's for sure.
well,
like,
they all said it was suspicious too. Remember? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that
And-
what sus is?
Yeah. He's sus. And
Oh,
but I
he's
also think
sus.
if I was that guy and I wasn't cheating and like my roommate came up to me like, hey, like I don't want to sound like I'm accusing you, but it's just kind of weird. I'm just curious because like I'm
Yeah.
friends with your significant other. I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Like they're just looking
Mhm.
out, and it'd be like, oh no, I've been doing this and this and blah blah blah. And but
Really
for all you
interesting.
know, or all she knows is that his girlfriend knows that he's going places and
Mhm.
crashing at his friends or something. I don't know. Because I mean, if he left drunk, it's really plausible that he just fell asleep on someone's couch.
Well, the truth is too, like if he's good at cooking, right, and he moves out,
hmm
there's a good backup plan.
There is a
You
good
know what it
backup.
is?
Do you know what it is?
We got another advertisement, baby.
Green Chef. Green Chef is perfect for this situation. No, Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company that includes everything you need to easily cook delicious meals that can make you feel good. Meal plans include
Yum.
Yes, yeah. Meal plans include paleo, vegan, keto, gluten-free, omnivore, and carnivore. Recipes are quick and super easy with step-by-step instructions, including chef tips and pictures to help. I love me a picture book, that's
Yeah.
for sure, especially with cooking.
Well,
That would be-
especially with food, yeah, you need to know.
it's like, oh, this is what it's supposed to look like. Whoops. Everything is handpicked and delivered right to your door. All the ingredients come pre-measured, perfectly portioned, and mostly prepped. Green Chef does all the meal planning, grocery shopping, and most of the prep for you week after week. So if this sounds good to you, for $50 off your first box of Green Chef, go to greenchef.us/COI. That is greenchef.us. Sorry, let me say that again. greenchef.us/koi.
Thank you, Green Chef.
Thank you, Green Chef.
Y'all get yourself some Green Chef. You hear? Okay, so I have an email.
I haven't looked at this one.
Yeah.
I love when I don't know them.
I know I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
The subject is gay in need. I'm not going to say his name.
Okay.
Uh,
Gay in need.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to say their name.
Okay.
First of all, I love you guys and the podcast. Please don't stop. You guys are the best, and I look forward to watching this every week. Thank you. Episode 19 really hit close to home and gave me enough courage to type this up. Okay, so this is kind of heavy.
Okay.
I am 19 and I am gay. I haven't told anyone because of my parents. So he's telling us first.
Just us?
We're the first people to know.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah. This is a cool moment.
Yeah.
Especially to get that off your chest and to be
Yeah.
able to like
Like put it
email
somewhere.
that. Like there's a ... after because it's like probably like been weighing on him
Yeah.
to like want to tell somebody. So good on you for like, you know, for sending this in. I haven't told anyone because of my parents. They're extremely religious and I haven't told a soul because I'm scared it will get back to my parents. I also have an older brother and sister, but I don't want to tell them just in case they let it slip. I have 2 best friends, and I've thought about telling them first because if they don't accept me, it won't be as bad as my family not accepting me. But I haven't told either one of them because the one I am closer with, I think, has a crush on me. I don't know what to do. I could honestly use your unprofessional advice. So it's a
Yeah.
heavy loaded email. I will say, I think, it's really important to be honest with yourself and be happy and not like shove that down just to make other people happy.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So I think it's a huge step by reaching out. I know we don't know you, you don't know us personally, but that's a big step. Just being able to tell somebody.
Yeah. We've already done one step, really.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is really
amazing.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
really, really amazing. I would say I think the best step would be to start with friends, people you're close with.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard a lot of stories. I have a friend who came out to his mom who was super religious, and it took her a bit of time to accept it. But his sister stepped up and said, "I'll be your surrogate, and
Aw.
I'm gonna be here for you no matter what." And his dad was like, "I don't fucking care. Like, I love you." So you never know,
Mhm.
and like we don't know your situation. So this is completely coming from a place of like I'm just telling you my friend's story. But I know it was weighing on him for a while, and he told our friend group, and that was like a huge step. But when he sat down and talked with his mom, he said that was like the hardest conversation he ever had to have. But now at this point, he's in a like very amazing relationship. I think he's been with his boyfriend a couple of years. Happier than ever, and his parents accept him, and his sister is waiting to be a surrogate, which is like
Wow.
insane. So you never know. I would say if I were in those shoes, like I would go to friends first.
Yeah.
Because I think it's way easier to do that than family is like always tough, no matter what. You know?
And I think friends accepting it and stuff is gonna give you more confidence to like
Yeah.
come out to other people. I don't know from experience. I know it's like a heavy thing, so I don't want to like speak for anybody in that situation. But yeah, I think the more people you tell that are close to you and will accept it, the better you're gonna feel about it. And
Yeah.
I mean, in like 10 years, I would assume and hope that like this is just a thing of the past. Like, oh yeah, I had to like come out to them, but everything's fine now.
Yeah.
But you never. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's
But I think
it's also exciting. It's nerve wracking, but it's also exciting because you're just like you and like this is so like not off topic, but it's off topic. How like West Hollywood is like literally so accepting of like gay.
LA in general.
Like LA, and it's like
pretty insane.
It's so weird how different states like feel different about homosexuality. Like it's insane. It just like depends where you live, how you can like think.
It's insane that there's still like so many people that I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to think like people think it's a choice. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's just or it's bad. I hate that people think it's bad.
Yeah, it's like
what do you mean?
I don't know. It's kind of insane. But I think that the funny thing is that you'll see a guy from even like where I grew up. Like there was a lot of what's the word? Homophobia.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of homophobic people like where I grew up, and it's like insane that you'll see those same type of people in LA. And if anybody says something homophobic, they're like, "What the fuck are you?" Like it's so funny. Like people are quick to step up to be like, it's just like, and it's two like of almost the same type of person, but where they grew up influenced them differently.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's
so
it comes to your
crazy.
upbringing, and I mean we were raised by people that were like accept everybody for the way they are, which is really insane.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. I think it's amazing that he got that. We basically were, I don't know, honored to be the first to know.
Yeah.
First of many. And we hope you live long and prosper.
Oh my God.
I don't know where to go.
Live long and prosper.
How do you
love that.
dismount?
Yeah.
I told you I'm bad at dismounting this podcast.
It's okay.
But I thought that was a cool one to go out on.
Yeah, I like that.
Almost said his name just now. Not gonna say it, but the Koi leaders love you, and we accept you.
Kissing.
And you're a cool cat.
But thank you for sending in your emails. We love reading them and getting to go through them and picking out our favorites. It's just fun to.
It is, and that's why next week we want to hear some spooky ones, some ghost stories, some whatever kind of spoop.
Maybe even like funny situations that happen in like a haunted house or like I don't know. I'm just
or you
hearing,
thought
like,
it was a haunting and it turns out it was just the cat living in your attic.
Yeah. Or you stayed somewhere like the Queen Mary.
Oh, true, yeah. But send those all to coupleofissuespodcast@gmail.com. We'll pick some of our favorites for next week's episode, which will be our Halloween episode. You're going to watch the video. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Follow my girl here at Carly and Contro.
Follow Bruce at Bruce Wigner, WIEGNER.
You can also follow me at The Weekend Riot. I have a single out called Better Off This Way. Stream it.
That's right.
And Carly's got a new vlog out.
Thank you.
She posted Saturday.
Oh yeah, Aaron and I have a channel together, and we also have side channels. So I posted on my side channel if you want to check it out.
Side bitch.
I'm a side bitch.
But thank you to our sponsors, Robinhood, Lola, and Green Chef.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you guys next week for another episode of Couple of Issues. Boom, boom, boom. Couple of issues gone. You're in the koi pond, they're in the koi pond. Couple of issues pond.